Shen. Shen. That's my sister's. Shush. What? What? Yeah. Alright. Anyways, guys, I figured I would show you the vacuum that I purchased a couple days ago, but, you know, figured I'll just show it to you because it's a little bit closer. It's probably a little bit more closer to my house now, or at least it's probably getting ready to ship, or if it hasn't already. But clearly, it has been purchased by me because maybe an hour after I paid for it, it took like an hour to actually finally say sold, and clearly he's noticed that it's been sold because it's probably been it was 2 days ago when I made the purchase. Now you guys can see this thing was not too cheap. $35 shipping. I mean, $37 for the vacuum itself. You know, the guy can't really control the shipping price that much. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, $37 for the vacuum itself is not bad. Condition good. Shipping is $35. 2 days plus, so 2 days or more to ship. It's already been 2 days. From Illinois. I told Inteltech Studios that. I know it's definitely not from him, but. So this is a Bissell Cleanview bagless. I wanted a Power Force bagless, but I decided to go with this because it has the Power Force bagless design with that little cylinder filter on the bottom, and I actually prefer that because I might use this vacuum a little bit, and I want it to be a little bit more usable. I'm not going to use it. I'm probably just going to use it for maybe my room every once in a while. I'm not going to use it on anything that dirty. My room doesn't get very dirty. But yeah, sorry about the sold thing. But yeah. So it's a 12 ampere. I believe it's a 3574. No, maybe. No, I'm not sure. But yeah, and it's got like this dark forest green with like mantis green on the inside. It's in pretty good shape. I think the sticker is sagging a little bit right there. I don't know. You guys can probably see the top of it. It's like a little droopy. I can't tell. I think it might have that handle right there, the little carrying handle. But yeah, Cleanview 2 bagless. And it looks black on camera, but it's like a super dark green. You can see he definitely did a decent job cleaning out. The seller has pretty decent reviews. He has a couple poor reviews, and apparently it's the way he packages things, but that should be okay. He has way more good resellers. I mean, look at his stars. And there's 802 reviews, and I think he's fine. I think I should be good. But yeah, you can see it's a very nice. You guys will see the day I unbox it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely got some scuffing on the base plate here. That's all right. The brush roll has definitely been cleaned out. Wheels look pretty good. Got the headlight. It's not a wide beam one. It's like one of the a little bit more narrow. The wide beams are the ones that like curve around. Yeah, you can see that bumper is actually in really good condition. It's got the easy empty dirt container. I'm assuming this one was sold with HEPA media because it has HEPA media on the side. Usually it only says that if they are sold with the HEPA media filter. For example, my 3590 was one that was a standard. It was opted with no HEPA media. Hi. But nice thing is even if they aren't opted with that, it's the same filter size, and you can slam a HEPA filter in there. I use this thing quite often because I love it. Like it's got to be one of the nicest vacuums ever to use. You know, how much you stare at me, it could help. Walks away. Oh my god. Come on. filters are not washable. Technically, the ones that they come with aren't washable either because they're carbon activated filters, which normally means there's carbon activated deposits in there. Therefore, you would not want to wash it because you'll wash the carbon activation out. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, I hurt my nipple. But yeah, this was posted a while ago. That would have been October 29th of 2020. Surprised it says this type of stuff sells fast, so no, there's a couple more pictures, I believe. $35.74. And I believe it was made into the 157th day of 2005. And comes with all the attachments: the proper crevice tool, I believe, proper extension wand. I mean, you can't really mess that up, and the combo tool. So that's nice. This was not one that came with a turbo brush. This one in particular is actually pretty common. I saw one of these on eBay once upon a time, but it was in horrible condition, and I thought it was just a really crappy vacuum. I didn't even realize it was CleanView 2. It just turned me off so much I didn't even have time to see if it was a CleanView or not. Because most CleanViews I consider, you can see the hose is in pretty good shape. Normally they're like tanked. But I don't know. So hopefully it ends up being here soon. See, this is the other vacuum that I was considering. That would have been $68. He cut the price down today, because this morning it was at $40. Yeah, updated 2 hours ago. So, I would consider this one, but it is supposed to have a turbo brush, but doesn't. Now, that's the thing for me, because this one that I bought never did have a turbo brush. Therefore, there isn't a turbo brush. But if there's supposed to be a turbo brush and there isn't one, it just looks silly. Although this one does look in decent condition. Just some minor scratches. Intelitech Studios has one of these. But, you know, it's whatever. The reason I would have bought this is because it's just the CleanView 2 version, the upgraded version of this pretty much. With the same blue accents, but with the CleanView 2 filtration design. You can see this is clearly a crappy seller. Didn't even take the time to clean it up a little bit. I mean, this would not take much. Look at that filter down there. It looks totally freaking clogged. Maybe not. Maybe it's not that bad. CleanView 2 bagless plus. See, the one I'm getting is just a CleanView 2 bagless. A plus would be cool. Maybe I'll get one of these in the future, but it has that wide path base that I don't really like. Shen. What's up? Shen? What? But yeah, I mean, this looks in decent condition, just not really. Oh, this is an 06, so. Pretty sure the plus. Pretty sure the deluxe is like between the deluxe, the plus. I don't know, I'm pretty sure the deluxe is the oldest. Obviously, I just have the standard, one of the standard CleanView 2s. I'm pretty sure there's multiple CleanView 2s. You know, just different color schemes. See, you can get this brand new Bissell Power Force Helix for $40, probably free shipping. Oh, no, actually, that's $17 shipping, so I would not buy that. I actually prefer the 1700 model over the 2190. Why? Because the 1700 doesn't have that big window in the front. I still keep an eye out for a standard Hoover twin chamber. I just look up twin chamber. That usually gives you like all of them. And I'm not talking about that one. I mean, I would like one of those in the future, but I actually want the original direct air Hoover bagless. One of these. Obviously, I'm not paying that much for one of them, but God, these things get expensive, these older twin chambers. You know, my V2 is really beat up, but I bet it would sell for a bit, honestly, even in its current state over there. Oh, there's Best Buy doing a deal on their whole house too, just like everyone else is. Oh, I could get a 2-pack of twin chamber filters. Ooh, and they're washable. Might get those. Ooh, Febreze one. Might make it smell better. It still smells like it did the day I got it. Whoa. Dang, I didn't even know. Oh, it's a pickup. A lot of vacuums are sold in Illinois. Makes you wonder if Intelitech just has 28,000 houses that he sells or takes pictures for. Man, this is in gorgeous condition. It looks brand new. I think this is a TTI one. Look at that. What the hell? Why didn't you take out the rest of the attachments? Nope, that instantly makes me think that something else is wrong with this thing. Just the way that he doesn't care about setting the turbo brush. That is really horrible for the hinges. And then I also really want, no matter how much I don't like yellow, yellow Eureka the Boss Smart Vac. Now, I know I already have a Smart Vac, but it's blue. You know they still sell Smart Vacs if you look closely. What the heck is that thing? I need a belt for mine, but they're kind of expensive, and it makes me $7 for one, or $8 at that point. Eureka the Boss Smart Vac motor for $30. That would probably fit in my Eureka Victory, no problem. They're like the same motor. My Smart Vac technically needs a new hose, but I get a redneck repair on it, so. That's the duct that carries the suction from the motor inlet to the bag. Little Eureka Smart Vac lot here. Those little brake pad, like bicycle brake pad looking things, those are little like sound dampers that keep the motor even tighter in the thingy. And Eureka the Boss Smart Vacs are indeed really well sealed systems. There is a heavy duty rubber seal where the bag door goes on and where the motor housing fits on. And it's quite a bit cheaper motor switch. My V2 needs a new switch. It's like turning on by itself now. Yeah, it's like you can only usually find these belts in 1-packs, unfortunately. Why is it in that type of case? That's weird. Mine also needs a new HEPA filter. And this is, you know, one of those times where you really gotta choose your deals. So that's like $12 for one, and that's like $16, or maybe $15.30 for two. And then down here you got four, probably like $30. And then this is my jam right here. 6 bags, which you go through faster than a HEPA filter. Keep your filters clean. Your HEPA filter will last a while, so why would you need that much? So I would rather get 6 bags and a little extra HEPA filter for $14. I'm sorry about the music in the background. These like proper HEPA bags. 18 pack. It can't be for that cheap. Febreze RRs, I hate Febreze bags. I like the smell, but they don't really keep the dust in the bag that well. I really want an older one of the Smart Vacs right before mine with the clear HEPA door cover. I could literally just get a clear door cover that would slam right onto mine and make mine look like the older model. There's 6 for $45. That is not the proper route for a Smart Vac. Oh, Smart Vac 6112, maybe. No bathies right now. He's such a good listener. I just hate when cats lick themselves. I mean, I know it's just them trying to keep themselves clean, but God, is it gross. Sometimes I'm tempted to buy a new base plate. Mine's like super beat up. Not for the price that these people are asking. Mine could probably use a new brush, although this just looks like he used one that he painted like I did with my Victory brush roll. Pooh. Yeah, I can never find Bissell. That is not how you spell turbo, Mason. I don't think that's how. No, what the hell is wrong with me? Turboy? It's because I'm looking through the camera. It's my excuse. Bissell Turbo. I don't really care what kind it is, and as long as it looks like it would fit on my Power Grim and look somewhat presentable. I'll know when I see it, because the older ones look older. These are all newer ones. That's an older one. So is that. $13. Come on, eBay, you can do better than this. Ooh. Dusting brush and turbo brush. $20. Okay. That's for Hoover Wind Tunnel. Who are you trying to fool? Ew. $12 for ew. Continues to look at it. Ew, this thing is gross. Take that thing apart and clean it before you try selling it. Ew, why are you touching that? You should be ashamed. Oh god. Oh, there's like dead skin cells. That's gross. Like I'm being that serious. Alright, there we go. $10. That's a good deal, and that looks like it was cleaned out. If not used at all. I wanted to find one with blue bristles. Or, there we go. Oh, no, I'm not paying that much for one of those. But that would be ideal, because even though that's not the original one from my power room, it's got that same green color. But again, I don't want to accidentally get a turbo brush that won't fit. Because I know this one won't fit on there, but I think most of these, like, with that shape right there, will fit on my power room. Because, like I just said earlier, with that Cleanview 2 Plus that was on eBay, my power room here. I don't really do much filming in this room because it's like the lighting is horrible. But yeah, I just don't like how it looks without a turbo brush. I can live without pretty much all the other attachments, but this just looks silly to me. You can see this thing I cleaned again. Filters washed, and I made another filter for right underneath this one because this one lets a lot of sand through. Look how good I did that. I am like pretty proud of myself on that one. It's not perfect. I mean, I kind of messed it up a little bit right there, but yeah, it's a little bit funky right over here, but turn my flash on. I tried cleaning it up back there as best as I could, but I couldn't really do much because, well, I can't figure out how to get this thing apart. Ew, it looks like someone soaked up water with this. See, it looks like it got wet back there. And this window cleaned up good. This brush roll is rusted together, so. You can actually see the belt. I put a brand new belt on there too. Style 7, I believe that's what this takes, I'm not sure. But I run Style 7 on everything because I just don't really care that much. This cleaned up real nice. Like, this is actually, like, I would put this on this vacuum if I was like planning to do a refurb for this vacuum, like sell it for refurb as a refurbish. That's actually pretty. I mean, it's definitely got the fine scratches, but the sticker's still on there. I can get rid of those scuffs if I really wanted to. I might actually. There's a little scratch down here, but that's normal. I don't even know what's supposed to be right there. It's pretty little dusty in here. That's actually just from sitting, believe it or not. This piece is still good, unlike my original Cleanview, which is all messed up. At least I believe that's an original Cleanview. Maybe not the first model of the Cleanviews, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the older models. Because it's a 3590, and that's like an older model number. I really like these older Bissells. This I still consider an older Bissell. It's like an older Power Groom. That's an older Cleanview. I'm about to get an older Cleanview too. I just don't really enjoy newer Bissells. I can't visualize them in my collection that much. Even the older Helixes I still kind of like. But I ripped the motor out of my old Helix to slam it into that, and I don't regret it at all because I love that way more than I like that Helix. I got some scuffs to remove. Really love the blue color on this. This is what I meant by this like green color that one turbo brush on eBay had. This spins really nicely, and this is a 5 height adjustment one. Still seals decently, actually. Yeah, no, these ones are really hard to take down with the motor. Tempted just to ship it to Intelitech Studios and pay to have it shipped back. Like, have him just give this thing a total service and make it, you know, let him do his magic with it. I'm, like, capable of a lot, but I don't know how to get this one out of the motor, and it does need a little bit of some motor help, but yeah, cleaned all this out. There's always a little bit of dirt that seems to be stuck down in there, but these things develop a smell real easily, so keep them clean. These older Bissells do. Up in there, obviously I cleaned everything out. I didn't wash the hose this time, because this hose doesn't seem to ever dry, and this hose kind of has like a that not so nice smell, that kind of like fungusy smell. I should probably rewash it. You don't want mold, but I don't think it's really that bad mold. It's just like a water fungus type thing. Yeah, it doesn't really. Yeah, now it just smells like the basement. Yeah, the last time I washed this hose, it just didn't want to dry. This one's got a couple kinks. Now I need to get a combo tool for right there. This one needs one of those original Cleanview brushes, which I probably won't end up getting just because it's just so beat up. It's not even worth trying to make it look that good. I'll be taking that painter's tape on the handle off once I, you know, stop using this thing for a while. I just have it on there because I've been using it a lot lately, and it's just a little more comfortable because that handle's starting to like flex, and the two halves of it like kind of bend apart, and then it pinches my hands. So still don't know what this thing is. I think I've done a review on this. But then this is a random extension wand I have laying around. It's got like random red speckles on it. Bottom of it's good. These tabs, luckily, none of the 3 tabs are broken. Unlike my Hoover Legacy, which has broken tabs and there's zip ties holding the bottom plate on. Oh, that's not good. Here's the sign of cross-threading. Although there's no screws going in. Oh, that must be a screw that holds that on, this clear piece on. Which wouldn't have been my doing. This brush is actually really smooth. This lower tube is grody. I didn't actually take it off the base this time. I just kind of wiped everything that I could get out without taking anything apart heavily. I didn't even take this back panel off to clean in there. Normally never really gets that bad. Yeah, this is the extension one and crevice tool that I have on it. Nothing special. I know it's not the right crevice tool, I doubt it. Obviously this piece down here broke off. So just hand threaded a random screw into there so that I didn't damage anything. It works. This, one of my favorite things about this, the 35-foot cord, which is pretty decent for a budget vacuum back then. It's got funky shaped motor mounts, which I don't really care for. I wish they were just the normal design. This is my sister's iPad. She left it in here. Yeah. I like this machine. It just needs a little bit of work. This is a model 92L3-1, made on the 313th day of 2011. Yeah, and this hose here has lost friction, so there's tape wrapped around there to give it more friction. Otherwise, it'll just sit there and pop out while you're trying to vacuum. Obviously this is a screw with a cardboard wood spacer. Threads through the body. Look back there, goes all the way through. Yes, I know. It's quite ear piercing or eye piercing. But technically, if I were to get just a new piece, because obviously if I took this out, there's a hole here. If I were to just get a whole new HEPA filter cover, yes, it would still technically be a hole back in there, but no one would ever know. The only reason this is there is because we've been doing sanding in this house lately, and if I do use this thing, I can't have it blowing dust all over the place. Now, I wouldn't purposely use it on sheetrock dust, but dust fades in between all of our doors, and it just, shit happens. So, I wanted this filter. So I just kind of did this as a resort. Obviously, I made sure I washed out for the wires. I'm pretty sure they go this way. I hope. Let's just plug it in and see what happens. But, yeah. Yeah, if I just take that screw out, this will pop off. Because this latch in there is broken. It's supposed to latch onto something. Not sure what. Yeah, and it's got this carrying handle here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure on that clean view too that I have on the way, this part like here is just cut off and you can reach your hand up under there. I like this machine too. I've been using it a shit ton. Which I also made a homemade rag filter for whatever this doesn't catch. You can see there's like a big gap on the sides of this foam filter. That's why I did it. This one needs its HEPA filter for sure, which still doesn't help the filtration that much. Yeah, and this thing is broken. Yeah, it's picked up a little bit, mostly my hair, because during school I tangle my hair a lot, like I twirl it. Usually when I'm like stressing out about something, because we get a lot of work lately. But yeah, so, it's not in there. Oh, it is. I like that they made that little knob there blue. This one has that same type of extension on it that was on that one, but it has, yeah, it has the same one, but I chopped it so that it'll fit on here. Pretty much just chopped up an extension wand so that I had somewhere to put this crevice tool, because it won't stay on there without an extension wand to hold it. But this extension wand, obviously these get smaller as they go down to fit into the end of the hose, but it doesn't really fit that well anymore because it gets bigger as it goes up, so it's kind of a tight fit. I can get it going there, but also this motor mount I had to glue. It's cracked in half, but it's holding up so far. It's got like these random smear things on it. And I'm sure that filter up in there is horrible. These things have worst cyclonic and filtration ever. But yeah, I've done a review on this. You guys know the drill. Luckily the sticker's on it though. Yeah, this will come off. It's painter's tape, so it won't leave any residue. But it'll come off once I'm done using it. But I've just kind of been, my back is still kind of lately, so I think I've mentioned that in a couple videos. And I was using this Power Speed, but I kind of got bored of this. It is washed out and everything. I washed the hose. I forgot where I put it. I think it's still drying somewhere. And I wiped everything off quickly. It's got a little bit of dust on it still. This thing's got some really annoying static. I did find out that I could make a little post-motor filter for that one too. My 2 max performances. The whole house too is nice and cleaned out. I think I've mentioned all this, but yeah. Oh yeah, it's right here. This is the Power Speed hose. I believe it's dry. You can see where the water dripped down. I mean, it looks pretty much dry. This hose actually isn't that stretchy. Like, oh, ow. So the vacuum hose. But yeah, this hose doesn't really stretch much, and it's kind of weird. Like, it doesn't really. I think my favorite stretch hose is the Shark one. Or maybe I like these Hoover ones too. I've done an unboxing video of this, but watch how much you have to like pull on it to get it to. Not the best hose, but I prefer it over the plastic ones that you have to freaking do a bunch just to get them to go where you want them to, because they're like, you know, kinked in one position. So yeah, now this one's put back together, ready for me to use it eventually. When I put the clean view away, once I wash the filters on that, I'll switch back to this probably. This thing, cleaned it up a while back. It's actually very clean. Bin look, oh my god, these things are cheesy. But yeah, the bin's actually nice. Looks like it's new. The filters are both washed. That's like a rust stain right there. And I did wash the hose on this. Obviously it's yellow, but I might sell this. It's a possibility. Probably gonna ship it in this tiny little Power Speed box. It'd be nice if I had a newer Bissell box laying around. Those are nice and small. These Sharks are super narrow, so it'll work. Pontiac. Two-wheel drive, front-wheel drive. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more.